Looking good. All right. A couple of days have gone by. We've done some demo to the kitchen there. The electricians were in here yesterday. They're back here again today. We also got the plumber back here, and he's doing the plumbing there. Here's our electricians' trucks. They're in. Here's the company. Hopefully we can get with those guys and talk to them before they leave. They're doing the upstairs. They're running wires up there, rewiring, getting all new circuitry. They did the kitchen. They just roughed it in. They're going to have to come back for that. And here's the plumbers. You're on YouTube unless you don't want to be.
Oh, no, you're good.
All right. Oh. Smile, Kevin, you're live. Not really. Okay. Coming up the stairs, we don't use those stairs. They're usually closed off. I nearly took a face plant. So we're going to go in the kitchen and see what they got done there. All right, bathroom. Everything's taken out except for the ceiling. Still deciding on whether or not they're going to be taking all the plumbing out and put new stuff. As you can see here, electrical roughed in. They went all the way upstairs. That goes up there. That's where the next one is. They got a box up there. That there's for the refrigerator. They moved it over. All of this still got to come down there. They just did a rough in. We got a couple of boxes, gang boxes for the countertop and for the stove down there, the microwave going up there, and that's where we're at for now. They've taken down all of some of the old wiring. They've cut it off. They've deadheaded it. That's the new transformer box for the LEDs that'll go in up in the ceiling once the ceiling's in. So, all right, once they kind of get done and rolled up, I'll see if I can get with them and tell them ask them what they did, and you'll get all their information. So, so for now, you know. All right, here we are. The electrician's wound up for the day. He's done the upstairs part. I'll introduce him to you. His name's Marcus, and I'll let him introduce his company and his people. Here you go, Marcus. It's up to you now.
Hi, my name is Marcus Eickmann. I'm the owner of Eickmann Electric here at Bill Macella's here in Belleville, Kansas.
Where are you based out of?
Odell, Nebraska.
Okay. So when you first got here, Marcus, we had this was a couple of months back now. We started the project here, right? And I called you in because we needed a whole house rewire.
Yep.
So the first one we did was the downstairs. And what did you tell me about how many circuits were in here? There was 2 boxes with 8 fuses in it, but we only had how many?
There's only about 4 circuits that were fuses that were watching the whole house.
Okay. So. And what was that potentially?
A house fire.
Yeah, that's what it was. The house was built in, again, 1886, around there, 1889, so it needed it. And so you did the downstairs, correct?
Yep.
We did the downstairs, but we put a pause on it because we're doing the kitchen.
Yep.
And so we're at that phase now with the kitchen, and that's where I showed him before where everything was roughed in. And he also did the upstairs now. So the upstairs is done. We've had the upstairs, a new panel brought in there. So we have dedicated circuits up there.
Yep, we have a sub panel upstairs, 100 amp sub panel that we fed from the basement, the main panel downstairs.
Okay. And that was another thing that we changed out was the main service. We had a 100
amp service, and we changed it to a 200 amp service.
200 amp service. So here we are. You do have to come back one more time.
Yep, after drywall to throw in all of our all of our outlets and devices. So.
Okay, and that's where we're standing right now. When that does happen, when everything's done, I'm going to call back Marcus, tell him bring his guys here again, and we're going to probably have a Filipino barbecue here. So
There you go. Looking forward to that.
We'll get him down in here and see his work finalized. And also, if anybody does need him and who's in the Belleville, Nebraska area here, give a call. I'll put his information, his card up there. Do you have a webpage?
I do. It's Eickmann Electric LLC.com.
There you go. I'll put that information there. So if you need anybody here in the area needs him, give him a call. Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, thanks.
So, all right, a little bit of an update here. Haven't done anything in a couple of days. Posted anything on here or put the video together. Our electrician's done. Plumber's been in. He's roughed in some stuff. We got the drywall guy coming in. We've got the walls, to where he needs them. We've talked to him about patching some of the areas instead of taking all the sheetrock off, or rather all the old plaster. As you can see there. The wall here that we're looking to put up, I have somebody coming in. We've run into a little bit of a problem. When we went and took the crown molding off, we found that the ceiling has already been replaced, so we don't know what we're going to run into and where the beams are. So, and as you can see, all the wallpaper has been stripped down. The wife and her daughter, that's what they did, stripped everything down. And now we know why they had wallpaper on it. It looks like there were cracks that were just lightly done up. Crown molding is going to be replaced. Have somebody coming in saying if they can save the ones we've got, we can reuse those and then go from there. Everything's done in here, taking down the wallpaper. Bathrooms, everything's stripped down. Plumbing's in, electrical's all in, roughed in. Here's our problem, this wall. When we were taking it out, found that almost looks like a load-bearing beam within there, and they only had one or two little pieces of wood in there. So we've had to shore that up. Then we ran into problems. So this whole wall has just been a problem to start with. Everything else, this window's been deleted, new one added in, and here we go. Plumbing's already in there. We do have some coming here, but we're kind of waiting for waiting for the floor and the stuff, and then he'll drill right through the holes. We've got that taken care of. Electrical, it's just one of these things here. It's like, what next? So this is where we're at, and tomorrow will be the drywall guy will be in here and start hanging. We got some questions with him there. We may have to take down the wall behind us there, rather the plaster, and go from there, because we don't know where we're at right now with that. Or I should say, I don't. The wife just keeps saying, it's your project. So, and again, you can see some of these cracks. Some of the cracks that are in here. So here's some of the markings. We use the laser level where stuff would be, but it's really close to the end there. That would be from the wall going over. The dotted line is where the sheetrock would end, but it's so tight in there, can we even do anything? So, all right. Post something new as soon as we get some more. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye. Okay, drywall guys just left. They did a awesome job so far. Actually, the place has lightened up some. Wasn't as dingy as it was before. So, here we go. Pantry, we're not going to put it in. It's becoming too much of a pain in the butt. So we're just going to put it back to the way it was there. And that's it for now. Bathroom. And we're gonna wrap the corners and we'll be good. We'll be back tomorrow. So more to come. All right, drywall guys have just left. They've cleaned up their stuff. We've got our own mess to clean up there. The wife has been doing some vacuuming and cleaning up the dust that they left. So here's the final kind of what it looks like. We still got molding to go up there, so I have somebody coming in who's going to do the molding, going to do the molding that we took down, see if we can reclaim that and put that back up. Here's the kitchen. All the walls are nice and smooth. There's the wife. Get to cleaning. Yeah, right. Here she goes. Bathroom. Well, about the same as in the other one, but it's a small one, so you can't. So, next is paint, then flooring, plumbing. Last of the electrical work, you got to come back in and put in all of the switches and outlets. I have the ceiling up here, as you can see, to put lights in there. Probably put the holes in for the lights. I know exactly where they're going. And we'll just go from there. Till next time, bye. All right, quick update. Primed. Walls are primed, except on the top there. Primed here. Kitchen's primed. I'm going to probably put one more coat on it there. Bathrooms primed. Ready for paint. And I'm going to head outside for a second. Dumpster gone. Also, well, this window still needs the shingles on, but shingles done here. Now I just got to prime them, paint them. That's it. We're getting there. It'll get there.